everybody. Welcome to the class of 2017 Asian Pacific Islander Desi American Recognition Celebration. My name is Jacob Chaco. I'm the coordinator of the Asian Pacific American Resource Center. Let's welcome our graduates. Are we ready? Yeah, so please rise and welcome the graduates.
that you dream of, dreams really do come true. Someday you wish upon a star, wake up where the clouds are far behind. Be where trouble melts like lemon drops, high above the chimney top. That's where you find me, oh, somewhere over the rainbow. Bluebirds fly, and the dream that you dare to, oh why can't I? Oh, someday I wish upon a star, wake up where the clouds are far behind. Be where trouble melts like a lemon.
I now ask you to keep standing and rise for the welcoming of our faculty, staff, and administration. Let's give them a hand.
High above the chimney top, that's where you find me, oh, somewhere over the rainbow, way up high. The dream.
And let's welcome our platform party.
Got to get to the first page, which turns out not to be the first page. All right. Okay. Please be seated. Welcome all to the 15th Annual Asian Pacific Islander Desi American APIDA Recognition Celebration at California State University, Fullerton. My name is Thomas Fujironi. I am a professor in the Asian American Studies program, and I am proud to serve as your Master of Ceremonies today. The APIDA Recognition Celebration has grown significantly over the years. As a community, we are extremely pleased to see the increased interest and participation in this meaningful event. This celebration brings together diverse ethnic and cultural groups that make up the Asian Pacific Islander Desi American community. Today, we acknowledge our diversity and unity by celebrating with family, friends, faculty, and staff who have supported, encouraged, and challenged each and every one of you. I would like to note also that in our California, once upon a time, we had segregation, which not everybody, I think, thinks about. That before 1947, Orange County, for instance, routinely segregated students of Mexican and other Latinos, Native Americans, and others. But a family from Westminster, right down the road and where many of our graduates are from, decided to challenge this. The Mendez family found segregation to be something they would not stand for, gathered together with other parents, other families, found a Jewish American lawyer whose family was from Eastern Europe, and successfully brought a case to trial, and then on 2 appeals prevailed. And after 1947, California no longer segregated its students K through 12. And this is a thing that for APIDA students is very significant. All of us today, all the graduating Titans certainly did not have to go through segregated education. But the senior members of our communities may, if they were in this country at the time, remember this. My parents, as it turns out, in Hawaii, went through a segregated educational system. And when we look at something like Mendez versus Westminster, I'd like to ask the audience to think about two things, two groups of people. One was the Allies. David Marcus, the Jewish American lawyer who took on the case basically not because he himself had suffered segregation, but because his community certainly had experienced discrimination and segregation, and worse, both abroad and here. The Mendez family were able to hire Mr. Marcus because during World War II, in fact, roughly at this time in 1942, everyone of Japanese descent was told, you will leave and report for incarceration. One of those families was the Munemitsus. They ran a farm, and they contacted the Mendez family and said, we respect you, we respect your leadership abilities, the way you work, your abilities with the land. Will you please take over our farm for the duration? We will be back, but the government is sending us away for we don't know how long to we don't know where. Please take over the farm and keep all profits. Keep the land, keep the profits for us until we can return someday. And the Mendez family did that. So when it came time for their children to register and be denied, they had that option. They could say, we're going to take it to court. We got money, we're going to hire a lawyer. And indeed, this is what they did. So Asian Americans were instrumental in the ability of that case to even begin. The second is that 3 sets of judges, trial judges in both appeals courts, sets of judges, found in favor of the Mendez plaintiffs, found that it was unconstitutional to continue to segregate in California. The governor at the time was Earl Warren. And a few years before that, in 1942, he had been the Attorney General. And as Attorney General, he was one of the primary figures, one of the primary motivators for excluding and incarcerating over 110,000 people just because they had Japanese last names, basically. But over the course of the war, he came to know people, he came to information he had not had, and when the case was finally decided in 1947, he was the governor of California, Governor Earl Warren, and he urged the Assembly to repeal the legislation that made segregation possible. So again, a connection. And we should remember that the same governor that saw Mendez versus Westminster went from California to Washington, D.C., became the Chief Justice of the United States Supreme Court, and it was under his leadership in 1954 that Brown versus the Board of Education, the landmark case that overturned segregation across the entire nation, he was the architect. He was new to the position, but I would argue he felt he had a second chance. And he took that chance, and he made a change. And the Titans here today, well, we hope one of you will become an Earl Warren, I think. It is my privilege to begin our program with the introduction of our platform party. As I call your name, I ask that you please stand and be recognized. Danny Kim, Vice President for Administration and Finance, Chief Financial Officer of the University. Dr. Dave Edwards, Executive Director of the Associated Students, CSUF. Dr. Eliza No, Coordinator of the Asian American Studies Program. Mark Pulido, Mayor Pro Tem, City of San Cerritos, and our keynote speaker. I want to thank our platform party members for joining us in the APIDA recognition celebration today. Thank you. We'd also like to extend a special welcome to all of our faculty, staff, and administrators. Please stand when I read your name, and I will attempt to get the names correct. Dr. Sora Park Tanjasiri. Assistant Dean, Emmeline Yong. Dr. Sudarshan Kurvadkar. Dr. Grace Cho. Dr. Satoko Kakihara. Dr. Eugene Fujimoto. Dr. Christine Dennehy. Dean Marie Johnson. Assistant Dean Lilibeth Sasis. Dr. Vincent Virgil. Diana Lopez. Thank you all. From the deans, associate deans of our colleges, to our faculty, staff, and administrators, to those who support our students on their journey through their undergraduate and graduate education, thank you. Ohana, Kazoku, Barkada, however you identify with family and loved ones, we welcome you here. Everyone, please give a round of applause to all the family members, partners, and guests here to celebrate their graduating loved ones. Graduates, look around you. You're encircled, literally, by the ones who love, support, and guide you. Your family, friends, partners, teachers, administrators, staff, all of us are here to recognize you. Everyone, join me in welcoming and celebrating these students of the class of 2017. To start us off today, I would like to invite members of the Japanese Culture Club to the stage. They will be performing a piece called Haruka. This is a song that is traditionally sung at graduations. The song they will sing is about a man who is in pursuit of his dreams. He recalls that he was able to move forward because of support from family and friends. Please welcome the Japanese Culture Club. Thank you, JCC, for your beautiful performance. How about one more round of applause? It is now my pleasure to introduce the Vice President of Administration and Finance at California State University, Fullerton, Danny Kim, to give the opening remarks and welcome.
Thank you. Thank you all for being here today. Thank you for being here to honor our wonderful graduates. On behalf of Cal State Fullerton, it's my pleasure to welcome you to the 15th Annual Asian Pacific Islander Desi American Graduation Recognition Celebration. Wow, that's a mouthful. And as most of you know, our president, Dr. Mildred Garcia, is part of this event every year, but unfortunately, she was unable to attend today because of a prior commitment. However, she asked that I extend the greetings and congratulations to all of our graduates, parents, family members, friends, and others who supported our Titans all throughout their college years. And graduates, you know you couldn't have done this without the support of your parents and your supporters. So why don't we all give them a round of applause. I would also like to recognize the API Faculty and Staff Association and the API Resource Center for their efforts and hard work in putting together today's celebration. And of course, thank you to our student performers. I understand that American Idol is returning next season, potentially. So you have opportunities there. Well, graduates, you've come a long way. When you leave this institution, you will represent not only Cal State Fullerton, but also the API community. You will be joining over 265,000 alumni who proudly call themselves Titan. With your college degree in hand, be confident knowing that all of your successes and failures during your time here, no matter how big or small, have formed a repository of experience that will guide and support you outside the walls of this campus. But I will say this, it won't be easy all the time. In fact, there will be challenges, there will be barriers. There will be times when you will fall, sometimes hard. When these things happen, do not give up. Think of the number of years you spent since kindergarten to get to where you are right now. For some of you, that will be 16 to 18 years. And I know there are some of you who are here for about, the whole thing was about 20 years of journey. But it was your commitment, persistence, and efforts during all these years that have ultimately paid off with your graduating this month. So overcome the difficulties and obstacles that life throws at you and keep moving forward as you have done in the past. You need to sustain this tenacity throughout your lives. There is a researcher named Angela Duckworth at the University of Pennsylvania. And she wondered if there's any particular trait common among successful people. And the answer is yes. That trait is called grit. Grit is defined as sticking with things over the very long term until you master them. She found out that grit is sometimes just as essential, if not more, than intelligence. By virtue of completing your education and being here today, you have demonstrated the essence of grit. All of us know by heart that Titans reach higher. So I fully expect you to sustain and use your grit to reach higher and achieve your career aspirations, academic goals, and life dreams. Finally, I would like to remind everyone that being here today does not excuse you from the main ceremony in 2 weeks' time. And I know you have such thing called exams in between. But we need you there at the ceremonies, either Saturday or Sunday, to represent the API and Desi graduates of the class of 2017. And as you venture into the world, I offer some final words of encouragement. Remain connected to the alma mater. Share with us the many highlights and milestones of your life. And remember, once a Titan, always a Titan. Keep reaching higher. Thank you and congratulations.
Thank you, Vice President Kim, for your inspiring remarks. Our community is fortunate to benefit from your leadership. And I would like to point out to the gathered audience that Cal State Fullerton, the bottom line, that's Vice President Kim. Why do we have these beautiful facilities? How can we keep literally the lights on? It is the dedicated work of Vice President Kim and his staff that supports all of us. So again, a round of applause. I would like to now introduce the Executive Director of the Associated Students at Cal State Fullerton, Dr. Dave Edwards, who will introduce this year's Asian American and Pacific Islander Faculty Staff Association Outstanding Graduate Student Speaker.
Thank you very much. I'm excited to be here today. By far my favorite time of the year to see all of you celebrate your accomplishments. You have permission to rock those gowns all week long until commencement if you want. Go to class in them. No? I think it's a great idea. I'm excited to be here today. Thank you very much. The Asian American Pacific Islander Faculty and Staff Association established a tradition to recognize an outstanding graduate student each year. The recipient will receive a certificate and a $100,000 cash award provided by the association. Decimal point. $1,000 cash award. Got some of your attention. Some of you are like, why didn't I apply? $1,000 cash award, which is pretty darn cool, right? This year's APIDA Recognition Celebration Student Speaker Award recipient is Helen Tran. Helen, will you please join me on the stage? The APIDA Recognition Celebration Student Speaker Award is given to a student who has made a significant impact on campus, in the community, and who demonstrates leadership potential. Students were asked to describe what motivates and inspires their leadership and service in the Asian and Pacific Islander community. Each applicant met with the selection committee to discuss their campus involvement, accomplishments, and to recite their speech. Helen captured the selection committee's attention with her passion for the APIDA community. Helen Tran is a Vietnamese American and first-generation college student. She earned her bachelor's degree in English and psychology and social behavior with a minor in educational studies from UC Irvine. During her time at UCI, she always felt empowered in spaces that celebrated diversity and advocated for students. This led her to apply to Cal State Fullerton's Master's in Higher Education program and pursue a career in student affairs. Helen believes that small acts of service can make meaningful differences in the lives of students and their communities. This translates in her work as a graduate assistant for the Asian Pacific Resource Center here at Cal State Fullerton and as a success coach for international students at Pasadena City College. In her free time, she enjoys being outdoors, going to Target, I love Target, and working with kids in her church's Vietnamese youth group. It is my pleasure to present to you the Asian American Pacific Islander Faculty and Staff Association Recognition Celebration Student Speaker Award recipient, Helen Tran.
Thank you, Dr. David Edwards. Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Helen Tran, and my pronouns are she, her, and hers. I feel very humbled to have this opportunity today. Thank you to APIFSA and all of you here for allowing me to share this space with you today. When I first heard about the opportunity to speak today, I didn't want to apply. I knew that there were many other Asian Pacific Islander Desi American, or APIDA students, who were deserving of sharing their story. I recognized my own privileges as an able-bodied, educated, Catholic, cisgender woman, and thought that these privileged identities made me unworthy of speaking in front of all of you. Because I held these privileges, I myself held the belief that I was still the model minority. What I realized was just how much the perpetuation of this idea has negatively influenced my life. From bullying and microaggressions spewed by my non-Asian classmates in high school about my academic abilities, to having tough conversations with my parents about how I would major in English and psychology in my undergrad, to being afraid to seek mental health services when I started my first year of college, feeling underprepared, isolated, and depressed. As an Asian American, it has always been a challenge to assert my own voice and control my own narrative. I always sat in the back of the classroom, never raised my hand, never accepted praise, and diminished my accomplishments at work. No matter how much I worked, I felt it wasn't enough to where I want to be, which actually contradicts the idea that if you work hard enough, you'll succeed. In psychology, they call it the imposter syndrome, characterized by the inability to internalize your success and feeling like a fraud. In our community, we do not talk about how all of this affects our experiences and our mental health. Institutional and systemic barriers continue to exist for our community, and they get in our way despite working our hardest. Many of you may have had similar experiences of having to abide by certain rules, respect authority, not question things, or not speak up. As the youngest in my family, as a woman, as an Asian American, I always felt my voice didn't matter and that I always had to be more like someone else. I remember how much I resented all of the pressure and expectations placed on me, from going to Sunday school, playing instruments, going to SAT tutoring, and participating in co-curricular activities. In times of frustration, my mom would always affirm me by using a biblical quote, "Không mai thắp đèn rồi giấu, hay để dưới cái chậu." In English, this meant, no one lights a lamp and puts it in a place where it will be hidden or under a bowl. Instead, they put it on a stand so that those who come in may see the light. This was basically her Vietnamese interpretation of the song, "This Little Light of Mine," that was sung during the Civil Rights Movement. Every time she said this, I would roll my eyes and think, I don't want my lamp to be on a stand, and I'm fine with having no lamp. If there's anything my time here at Cal State Fullerton has taught me, it's why your lamp needs to be uncovered. I've been able to do this more than ever in my master's program in higher education here. I attribute this to the huge sense of community I found here at Cal State Fullerton, particularly in the APIDA community. I found the Asian Pacific American Resource Center, where I see advocacy, social justice work, and community every day. I found Asian American faculty who looked like me. I found peers who had similar life experiences growing up in the 626. I learned about the Chinese immigrants who built the Transcontinental Railroad, the internment of Japanese Americans in concentration camps, and the Filipino migrant workers. I learned about the long-lasting impact the secret war in Laos had on Hmong, Cambodian, Vietnamese, and Mian families today. I even learned about my own family history from my dad, who told me about how he left his parents and 9 siblings with a bar of gold and left his entire life in Vietnam to come on a boat to the United States, only to get caught and forced to work on a refugee camp. This is what inspires me: the people, our community, and our history. A fun fact I always tell people when I'm asked to introduce myself is that I have the same birthday as my dad and my sister, who is not my twin. She's 2 years older than me. This perplexed me even as a child, who actually believed that maybe I wasn't the offspring of my parents, and they just made up a birth date for me that was convenient for the family. I was even more perplexed by the fact that I had no trace of baby pictures until I was about 3 years old. This confused and frustrated me. What I learned was that my parents, as new immigrants with 3 children, were frankly so busy working in order to support our family. But if it weren't for all that my parents did, I wouldn't be here today. So I want to take this moment to thank all of our parents here today, our families, our chosen families, friends, and support systems. Thank you for your sacrifices, your love, and your support for us throughout this journey. One thing Cal State Fullerton has taught me was how to use my lamp to share with others. In other words, besides asserting your own narrative and advocating for our own APIDA community, I learned how important it is to support those beyond our own community, especially with the political climate of our country today. When Dr. David Dow's body was dragged off of the United plane, why was this story so widely recognized by media outlets and by our own community? I don't doubt that he should have been treated with dignity and respect, and I certainly don't doubt that your criminal record should have any influence on how anyone perceives your humanity. But we acknowledge this story because of his notable profession as a doctor, and because he had patients to get back to. What makes Dr. Dow's story more important than Tamika Cross, the Black OBGYN on Delta Airlines who tried to respond to a medical request from a passenger, but they wouldn't believe that she was a doctor? Or 15-year-old Jordan Edwards, who was just shot last week by a Texas police officer? What about the xenophobic and Islamophobic attacks earlier this year on Harnish Patel or Deep Rai and other South Asian, Muslim, Arab, Sikh, and Hindu communities? Do we get angry and take action when our communities outside of our own experience the same discrimination? Are we calling in our friends, family, professors, or coworkers into a conversation about the same discrimination and inequities happening beyond our own community? If you're like me, then it's hard to feel like you're making a difference. It's something I'm still learning to do. It takes understanding, empathy, and humility. Thich Nhat Hanh, a Vietnamese Buddhist monk and peace activist, said, "Nonviolence is not a set of techniques that you can learn with your intellect. Nonviolent action arises from the compassion, lucidity, and understanding you have within." Cal State Fullerton has taught me this and empowered me to take my experiences and knowledge to support those in the APIDA community and beyond. As class of 2017 graduates from Cal State Fullerton, I hope that you all will do the same. Thank you so much.
On behalf of the association, we have this certificate to present to Helen. Congratulations. We wish you nothing but the best in the future. Congratulations. Congratulations. Let's take a picture right here.
Thank you, Helen, for your wonderful speech. And a speech that's a Titan speech, a speech that's thoughtful and asks us to do more. I would like now to invite our students from the South Pacific Islander Cultural Association, also known as SPICA. SPICA is a student-based group committed to promoting Pacific Islander community unity through education and cultural awareness programs, SPICA. Today they will perform a Tahitian dance known as Ahuroa to a song called Moto Uta. This performance is about missing the beautiful island of Moto Uta. It tells the story of how the people of Papeete long to remember the island for its beauty and how the island has watched over them. As years have passed, Moto Uta has slowly been forgotten. Though travelers occupy the island now, its beauty will never be forgotten. Please welcome Spika. That was beautiful, thank you. Titans are talented. Thank you, Speaker. I would like now to invite Dr. Eliza No, Associate Professor and the Coordinator of the Asian American Studies Program, to the podium to introduce the Craig and Claire Ihara Outstanding Asian American Studies Student Award. The Asian American Studies Program, or ASAM, has played a vital role in promoting the Asian Pacific Islander Desi American community on campus. This can be seen through their efforts to establish the Asian Pacific American Resource Center, APARC, on campus. They've worked with various campus constituencies, from student affairs to academic affairs, to ensure that it is a space and a resource for Asian Pacific Islander Desi American students. In addition, ASAM faculty members help connect students with local internships and various leadership opportunities. On behalf of the Cal State Fulton community, thank you to the Asian American Studies Program for all your work in educating and supporting our students. Please help me in welcoming Dr. Eliza No.
Good afternoon, everyone. Congratulations to the class of 2017. And congratulations to the family and friends and loved ones of the graduates who supported you to get to this point. Round of applause for you all, too. As Dr. Fujita Roni said, it is my great honor to present the next award. But before I do, I think I would be remiss in not acknowledging today, which is not only a day of celebration, but also of commemoration. Exactly 135 years ago today, May 6th, there was a travel ban against Chinese immigrants in this country in the form of the 1882 Chinese Exclusion Act. This law was the first ban against immigration based on race. And it also prevented Chinese immigrants from becoming naturalized citizens. In commemorating the Chinese Exclusion Act, we see how far we have come. But we also see our collective responsibility to continue to protect the civil rights of Asian, Pacific Islander, and Desi Americans for all of our communities. The award I'm about to present honors this spirit of collective responsibility and leadership. So first, I'd like to ask Ashley Ongalibang to please come up so I can talk to you a little bit about herself. Each year, the Craig and Claire Ihara Outstanding Asian American Studies Student Award recognizes a graduating Asian American Studies major or minor who has demonstrated exemplary community involvement that combines excellent scholarship, significant civic engagement, and community service. The founder of the award, Dr. Craig Ihara, was also the founding coordinator of the Asian American Studies program for 10 years. Dr. Ihara and his partner, Claire, have generously funded the award since 1998. At this time, I would love to tell you a little bit about Ashley. Ashley is a first-generation college student double majoring in Asian American Studies and American Studies. She is an active member of the university, currently serving as a peer mentor for the Center for Scholars, an office assistant lead for housing and residential engagement, and an intern grant writer for Project Rebound, and a member of the South Pacific Islander Cultural Association. Ashley has devoted her research to advocacy for the Pacific Islander access to citizenship and to higher education. I had the great pleasure of accompanying Ashley to the Association for Asian American Studies conference, where Ashley presented a very critical and incisive paper called The Deep Blue, United States Exploitation and Empire in American Samoa. Ashley hopes to spend her post-baccalaureate career building resources and programs for the Pacific Islander community and eventually earning a PhD in Pacific Islander-centered curricula and education. When Dr. Ihara and his partner established this award, they really wanted to acknowledge and recognize a student who was not only outstanding in the classroom, but also had a commitment to the Asian Pacific Islander Desi American communities. Ashley certainly exemplifies this, and I'm thrilled that she is a recipient of this award. So please join me in congratulating Ashley Ongolibeng. Ashley will be receiving a $400 check, and her name will be engraved on this perpetual plaque, which will be displayed in our Asian American Studies program office. Now it gives me great pleasure to introduce this year's keynote speaker, Councilmember Mark Pulido. Councilmember Mark E. Pulido was elected to the Cerritos City Council in March 2011. He is the first of Filipino ancestry to do so. He served as mayor pro tem from 2013 to 2014 and as a mayor from 2014 to 2015. He was re-elected to the city council in 2015 and is currently serving his second four-year term. A proud Cerritos resident since 1972, Councilmember Pulido has extensive community service and professional experience in local, state, and federal government. He was elected to the ABC Unified School District Board of Education in 2001 and was re-elected in 2005 and 2009. He served as board president from 2007 to 2008 and concluded his service on the board in March 2011, when he was elected to the Cerritos City Council. Earlier this year, California Governor Brown appointed Councilmember Pulido to the California Science Center Board of Directors. In addition to holding elective office, Councilmember Pulido has a day job working as the Deputy Chief of Staff for United States Congressman Alan Lowenthal, who represents the 47th Congressional District, serving the residents and cities of Long Beach, Lakewood, Signal Hill, Buena Park, Cypress, Garden Grove, Los Alamitos, Rossmore, Stanton, and Westminster. Councilmember Pulido graduated from Whitney High School in the ABC Unified School District. He received his bachelor's degree in history and Asian American studies from UCLA, where he also served as student body president. He received his Master of Public Policy degree from the University of Chicago as a Woodrow Wilson National Fellow. Councilmember Pulido and his wife, Gloria, have two children. Please join me in welcoming Councilmember Mark Pulido.
Vice President Danny Kim, Dr. No, Dr. Fujita Roni, Dr. Edwards, faculty, staff, graduates, family and friends, good afternoon. I want to thank Professor and Chair Dr. Eliza No for your very kind introduction. And I want to also say thank you to the Japanese Culture Club and the South Pacific Islander Cultural Association for their entertainment today. Let's give them a round of applause. Congrats also to Ashley Ongalibang on your achievement. And also, let's give it up for Helen Tran for her wonderful, insightful, challenging student keynote speech. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm very honored to join you for today's recognition celebration. And I'm very pleased to be joined by my wife, Gloria, and our two children, Malia and Mark Jr. Family is the most important thing in my life. So before I go any further, let me take the opportunity to say thank you to all of the parents of the graduates here today. Let's give a round of applause to all the parents for their love and support for all of these wonderful graduates. I'm very humbled to serve as today's community keynote speaker. I hope to provide a message of congrats, inspiration, hope, and challenge to the graduates of 2017. I want to thank the organizing committee and especially Mr. Jacob Chaco, coordinator of, yes, is he out there? There he is. Coordinator of the Asian Pacific American Resource Center. And also a thank you to Denise Velez and Mark Vegas for suggesting me to the committee. When Jacob invited me, he explained that the Asian Pacific Islander Desi American Recognition Celebration is now celebrating its 15th year. So I want to say congrats on 15 years and wish you the best for the next 15. It's important, these moments in our community's life, not just in the life of each of the graduates, but this moment for our community collectively to be able to gather and to celebrate our achievements individually, but also collectively. I want to commend the Cal State Fullerton campus community in the spirit of full inclusion. When my wife Gloria and I were undergrads at UCLA, it was called the Asian Pacific Islander graduation. So we went through something just like this. But to be inclusive now of Asian Americans, Pacific Islanders, as well as Desi Americans, I think is in the true spirit of the evolving nature of our community. I was intrigued when Jacob mentioned to me about the celebration, because when I reflect on Orange County, I don't necessarily reflect on Orange County as being as tolerant and inclusive as it was when I was growing up just next door in Cerritos. But it's a wonderful thing to see such a diverse gathering here today, and that this celebration continues to bring together the best and brightest of all of our communities. So I think it's important that we say thank you to all of those who worked in order to bring this together. And I understand that it's not just representative of the API, the APIDA community here on campus, but also the allies on campus, like the LGBTQ Resource Center, the Chicano Resource Center, and the Pollock Library. I think we need to commend the fact that we are working together in coalition with each other, but also that we're building alliances across our racial backgrounds with our partners on campus here. So let's give a round of applause for all of them. Now this brings me to my keynote message. I've been asked to speak to the theme of this month's Asian Pacific American Heritage Month, which is Together We Grow. And I was also asked to specifically talk about my passion for service to the community as an elected official serving on the city council of my hometown, Cerritos. More importantly, in sharing my personal story with you, I want to encourage you, the graduates of 2017, to reflect on your own passions and to find ways to channel them towards serving others and giving back to the community. So here's my personal story. I was born 19 miles from here, west on the 91 freeway in Bellflower, California. I grew up 14 miles from here in Cerritos, California, off the Bloomfield exit of the 91 freeway. I mention that because I'm guessing that there's some folks where Cerritos is. If you're from Cerritos, give me a shout out. Okay. I am the proud son and grandson of immigrants from the Philippines. That's why I'm rocking the barong today. My grandfathers and my great-grandfathers were all World War II vets. I grew up in the 1970s when Cerritos was a new suburban community emerging from its roots as a rural town, formerly named Dairy Valley, where the cows and chickens outnumbered the people 30-1. True. I was raised all-American. I played Little League, baseball, AYSO, soccer. I hated taking piano and accordion lessons, but I loved riding my bike in the neighborhood with all my friends. We didn't have smartphones, we didn't have tablets or video games yet. We stayed out until the street lamps went on. Growing up, I never visited the Philippines, and my parents made a conscious choice to not teach me and my siblings Tagalog, the Filipino language. So aside from the food we ate and our cultural traditions around holidays, I did not know much about my cultural heritage or my community history. At the time, Cerritos was not very diverse. The population was primarily white, of Dutch and Portuguese heritage, with some African Americans, Japanese Americans, and Filipino Americans. In the 1980s, however, more immigrants from around the world were drawn to the area because of the good schools. Immigrants from Taiwan, South Korea, India moved to the area in large numbers. Fast forward to today, Cerritos is 62% Asian Pacific Islander Desi American, one of the very few cities in the United States with an Asian Pacific supermajority population and a majority APIDA council majority. Cerritos is not dominated by one single ethnic community. According to the 2010 census, Cerritos is 23% white, 15% Chinese, 15% Korean, 15% Filipino, 12% Latino, 8% Desi American, 7% African American, 3% JA, 2% Vietnamese, 0.3% Pacific Islander, and 0.3% Native American. I say all that because I'm so proud to be from such a hyper-diverse community. In many ways, the demographic shift in Cerritos from agriculture to suburban, from white to Asian, is similar to many of the communities right around here in northern Orange County, like La Palma, Cypress, Buena Park, and Fullerton. Like Cerritos was originally Dairy Valley, did you know that La Palma used to be called Dairy Land, and Cypress was named Dairy City? Fullerton, before the college, also used to have orange groves and strawberry fields. But today, people from all over the globe call this region home and contributed greatly to its progress and success. You graduates today are part of that progress, part of that bright future. In many ways, the experience of Asian American kids like me from Cerritos and Orange County was similar in that our first exposure to our community's history, culture, community, and issues and concerns was not until college. Whether we went to Cal State Fullerton, Cal State Long Beach, UCLA, UC Irvine, going to college meant more than just liberation from our parents. It often signified an awakening to the world and to our very own identities. For me, this was very much the case. In many ways, in coming here today to speak at this APIDA ceremony, I feel like I have come full circle, because 30 years ago, when I was an entering freshman at UCLA, some of the first classes I took were Asian American Studies. In fact, all my favorite classes were Asian American Studies. Turned out to be a history major, and we didn't have a major yet in Asian American Studies, so I fought real hard to establish a major in Asian American Studies. My first job in life was at the Asian American Studies Center at UCLA. Matter of fact, my first counselor at UCLA was then a young graduate student who is today our very own MC, and that's Dr. Tom Fujita Roney. So it's so important for me right now that I give a special shout out to Dr. Tom Fujita Roney, and thanks for inspiring me and challenging me to learn more about the history of our communities and serve and give back to our communities. Dr. Fujita Roney and I ran into each other after many years just last year in Little Tokyo at the memorial service for UCLA Professor Emeritus Don Nakanishi. It is interesting and relevant that we reconnected there, since today I want to talk about Dr. Nakanishi in relation to my message to you as APIDA graduates. Dr. Nakanishi was my first mentor in college. He was a trailblazing leader in Asian American studies. He founded the Amerasia Journal. He published annually the National Asian Pacific American Political Almanac. He became the director of the Asian American Studies Center at UCLA. He pioneered research in the areas of educational attainment and political empowerment for Asian Americans, exposing the dramatic inequities for Asian Americans when it came to tenured positions in American universities and elected political representation at all levels in American society. Through his research, teaching, and mentorship, Dr. Nakanishi inspired me to learn more about myself and my community. Most importantly, through his own battle for tenure at the UCLA School of Education, Dr. Nakanishi taught me to question authority, organize campus and community, collectively stand up and fight for our rights in America. Because of Dr. Nakanishi, he opened up my eyes to the need for Asian Americans to be more civically engaged, specifically running for elective office. He inspired me to run for school board. He inspired me to run for city council. He inspired me to one day serve and give back to my beloved hometown as mayor of Cerritos. This is my personal story, but this is not the whole story. What I did not share with you about my childhood, and I think it was Vice President Kim who asked us to recollect to when we were in kindergarten. Well, my recollection is this, and that for a long time I kept this deep down inside, is one of the experiences that still inform me to this day. In 1974, when I was in kindergarten, I was walking in our neighborhood with my older brother. This is in Cerritos, just around the corner from the same house that I'm raising my kids. So my older brother and I were walking, and we're passing a house around the corner from our home. And from the doorway, just a few yards away, were two white teenage boys with a BB gun rifle. For what reason, I don't know, they shot me in my left arm and started laughing. It hurt so much, but my brother said, just keep walking. I didn't understand why people could be so cruel. I couldn't understand what kind of hatred or ignorance would cause people to hurt others like that. I was only in kindergarten, so I had no answers to any of the questions that I had. So I had to bury it away. I buried it deep down inside, until one day I found a way to begin to process all of those questions, that pain. That opportunity came when I went away to college. An opportunity to learn and find a way to heal myself by learning about myself, about my community, learning about other cultures and communities. After college, that led me to engaging in community organizing and public service to people of all backgrounds. serving others and helping people solve problems. It led me to a career where I would work each day to make life better for all. This is the work that I do in the community. This is how I grow. Learn, heal, work, and grow together in community. That is my story, which brings me to my final remarks. In closing, I want to challenge the graduates of 2017. Let us celebrate your individual success today. Let us celebrate the progress our communities have made in America, as exemplified by your and your family's achievements today. But at the same time, let us remain mindful of the challenges and ongoing conditions in our communities that need to change and improve so that we may progress. Graduates, I challenge you to utilize the education, the skills and tools you have been blessed with to address those challenges and strive for progress in our communities, and most importantly, for social and economic justice for all our communities. In fact, as graduates of this distinguished institution of higher learning, Cal State Fullerton, it is imperative that you consider your social responsibility to help in alleviating and hopefully eradicating those very conditions that continue to impede progress for all of our communities. Ignorance, intolerance, hatred, violence, poverty, inequality, injustice. In these unprecedented, tumultuous times you are in, where there's a lot of frustration, a lot of pain, and suffering in the world, let us take the theme and expand upon it and honestly acknowledge that together we hurt. When one of us hurts, we all hurt. Together only can we heal. Together when we learn, as you have done on this campus, and when you go out into the community, together we work so that together we grow. Going forward in the spirit of this theme, let us come together as a larger Asian Pacific Islander, Desi American community so that together we shall grow. Congratulations and best wishes to the class of 2017. Thank you and God bless.
Thank you, Mark. 30 years ago, when I was a graduate student at UCLA, I met Mark Pulido. I was a dorm counselor at that point. I was thinner. But even then, it was clear to us on staff, to the faculty, that Mark would be going places. And the anticipation is that everyone here, all the Titans, will be going places. Thank you, Mark. And I'd ask people to take one step beyond that. Mark has urged us to think together. I would add to that, who is in the together that we should always remember to look and see? Who is missing from the room? Who is missing from the table? Who do we need to embrace and bring in? Thank you, Mark. All right, here it is. We have now reached the special program of the portion of the celebration where we honor our graduating students with commemorative sashes. At this time, I'd like to invite the platform party and volunteers to please take their places on stage. We have two individuals who will read the graduates' names. Dr. Sora Park Tanjasiri, professor in the Department of Health Science, director of the Health Promotion Research Institute at CSUF, and Emily Nyong, Assistant Dean of the Mahalio College of Business and Economics at CSUF. Please join us at the floor podium. All right. Dear beloved guests, we ask that you not approach the stage to take pictures. We have a large number of graduates, and we want every one of them to get their chance to come up and get their sash. Please remain in your seats. You can take pictures with your graduates at the reception. So let's get ready to recognize these graduates. Sure, okay. All right.
Vincent Leung, Bachelor of Science, Human Services.
Helen Tran, Master of Science, Higher Education.
Ashley Ongalabang, Bachelor of Arts, American Studies, and Ethnic Studies.
Jenny Fong, Master of Science, Information Technology.
Pauline Wong, Bachelor of Science, Kinesiology.
June Liao, Bachelor of Arts, General Studio Arts.
Jasmine Kang, Bachelor of Science, Health Science.
Teresa Nguyen, Bachelor of Science, Child and Adolescent Development.
Priscilla Boy, Bachelor of Arts, Communications.
Kathleen Apostle, Bachelor of Arts, Psychology.
Jamie Dayerda, Bachelor of Science, Human Services.
Jennifer Raj, Bachelor of Arts, Liberal Studies.
Karen Curry, Bachelor of Arts, Communication, Public Relations.
Jason Patel, Bachelor of Science, Kinesiology.
Nidhi Patel, Bachelor of Arts, Public Administration.
Ashar Patel, Bachelor of Science, Health Science.
Jessica Ha, Bachelor of Fine Arts, Entertainment, Arts, Animation.
Kyo Lee, Bachelor of Arts, Business Administration, Accounting and Finance.
Jenny Lay, Bachelor of Science, Health Science, minor pre-health professions.
Ben Nguyen, Bachelor of Science, Kinesiology.
Irish Dimaculangan, Bachelor of Science, Health Science, Bachelor of Arts, Psychology.
Elsa Nguyen, Bachelor of Arts, Communications.
Jasmine Park, Bachelor of Arts, Business Administration.
Justin Hua, Bachelor of Arts, Business Administration.
Jonah Sakato, Bachelor of Arts, Business Administration, Entrepreneurship.
Timothy Nguyen, Bachelor of Arts, Business Administration, Finance.
Jonathan Tolentino, Bachelor of Arts, Business Administration.
Jessica Grial, Bachelor of Arts, Business Administration, Finance, minor in Economics.
Daisy Nguyen, Bachelor of Arts, Accounting.
Win Trong, Bachelor of Science, Health Science.
Misa Don, Bachelor of Arts, Psychology.
Jonah Galafante, Bachelor of Science, Kinesiology.
Amy Levin, Bachelor of Science, Kinesiology.
Kimberly Abagoa, Bachelor of Science in Health Science.
Rioni Dalusag, Bachelor of Science, Health Science.
L. Francis Mojica, Bachelor of Science, Health Science.
Michaela Matano, Bachelor of Art, Communicative Disorders.
Quinn Tran, Bachelor of Arts, Business Administration.
Patrick Moore, Bachelor of Arts, Business Administration.
Jasmine Rivera, Bachelor of Fine Arts, Graphic Design.
Katrina Jajela, Bachelor of Fine Arts, Graphic Design.
Yuen Font Nguyen, Bachelor of Fine Arts, Graphic Design, and Bachelor of Arts in Accounting.
An Duan, Bachelor of Fine Arts, Graphic Design.
Cindy Tomney I, Bachelor of Science, Child and Adolescent Development.
Emily Wong, Bachelor of Science, Child and Adolescent Development.
Monica Vu, Bachelor of Science, Health Science.
Maysoon Elijah, Bachelor of Arts, Communications.
Taylor Kimiko Saucedo, Bachelor of Arts, Communications.
Tammy Tran, Bachelor of Arts, Communication Studies.
Valerie Lamarca, Bachelor of Science, Human Services.
Glenn Vistro, Bachelor of Science, Human Services.
Francis Mack, Bachelor of Arts, Communicative Disorders.
Lynn Fan, Bachelor of Science, Human Services.
Kyo Tong Hu, Bachelor of Science, Human Services.
Tiffany Vu, Bachelor of Science, Human Services.
Esther Song Kim, Bachelor of Science in Human Services.
Saitija Valabaneni, Bachelor of Science, Biochemistry.
Helen Truong, Bachelor of Science, Biochemistry.
Dorith Anda, Bachelor of Science, Biochemistry.
Anne Manilo, Bachelor of Science, Biochemistry.
Michelle Vong, Bachelor of Fine Arts, Entertainment Arts, Animation.
Charlene Ramos, Bachelor of Fine Arts, Entertainment Art and Animation.
Olivia Ye, Bachelor of Fine Arts, Illustration.
Megan Callis, Bachelor of Fine Arts, Entertainment Art, Animation.
Alyssa Yabat, Bachelor of Science, Health Science.
Albert Solikim, Bachelor of Science, Kinesiology.
Jessica Chan, Bachelor of Arts, Communications.
Rianne Barrett, Bachelor of Arts, Women and Gender Studies.
Diana Fan, Bachelor of Arts, English, Women and Gender Studies.
Erica Liu, Bachelor of Science in Kinesiology.
Ashley Mattarelli, Bachelor of Science, Mechanical Engineering.
Elvin Nguyen, Bachelor of Science, Mechanical Engineering.
Mark Suyat, Bachelor of Science, Mechanical Engineering.
Lynn Lee, Bachelor of Art, Public Administration.
Donovan Nguyen, Bachelor of Science, Biological Science.
Emily Trin, Bachelor of Arts, Business Finance.
Athena Soban, Bachelor of Arts, Communications.
Shivani Bhakta, Bachelor of Science, Child and Adolescent Development.
Diane Poulsern, Master of Social Work, Community Mental Health.
Brittany Quach, Bachelor of Science, Human Services.
Kevin Nguyen, Bachelor of Arts, Business Administration, Information Systems.
Didn't expect that one. Fong Duan, Bachelor of Arts, Ethnic Studies and Psychology.
Austin Shu, Bachelor of Science, Biological Sciences.
Tiffany Dip, Bachelor of Science, Human Services.
Peter Tuan, Bachelor of Arts, Psychology.
Arthur Lowe, Bachelor of Science, Biology.
Brandon Funai, Bachelor of Science, Kinesiology.
Lindsay Ohira, Bachelor of Arts, Business Administration.
Samantha Hurito, Bachelor of Arts, Communications, Public Relations.
John Coker, Bachelor of Science, Kinesiology.
Dala Wong, Bachelor of Science, Health Science.
Peter Wong, Bachelor of Science, Health Science.
Pooja Soda, Bachelor of Science, Biological Science.
David Wynn, Bachelor of Arts, Economics.
Tao Balsaitis, Bachelor of Arts, Economics.
Sophia Jaffrey, Bachelor of Arts, Sociology.
Jolene Kostiuk, Bachelor in Accounting.
Joey Bueno, Bachelor of Science in Nursing.
Regine Tan, Bachelor of Science, Nursing.
Tyler Reyes, Bachelor of Arts, Communications.
Shaylin Vo, Bachelor of Science, Accounting.
Tracy Wynn, Bachelor of Science, Health Science.
Tin Vo, Master of Science, Taxation.
Nusat Islam, Bachelor of Science in Biological Science.
Samia Jani, Bachelor of Science, Biological Science.
Sumaira Ali, Bachelor of Science, Biological Science.
Janelle Lau, Bachelor of Science, Health Science.
Jasmine Lowe, Bachelor of Science, Health Science.
Kelly Chan, Bachelor of Science, Health Science.
Kelly Yamaguma, Bachelor of Science, Health Science.
Claire Imada, Bachelor of Arts, Communications and Public Relations.
Kailami Trias, Bachelor of Arts, Communications.
Justine Bringman, Bachelor of Science, Kinesiology.
Tani Madrona, Bachelor of Science, Kinesiology.
Kwa Dao, Bachelor of Arts, Business Administration.
Avina Savansi, Bachelor of Science, Health Science.
Summer Luong, Bachelor of Science, Kinesiology.
Aaron Recreo, Bachelor of Science, Kinesiology.
Mary Rose Timbang, Bachelor of Science, Kinesiology.
Rachel Drahano, Bachelor of Science, Nursing.
Emily Nguyen, Bachelor of Science, Nursing, minor Computer Science.
Renelle Hintai, Bachelor of Science, Nursing and Health Science, and minor in Kinesiology.
Gabriella Santinelli, Bachelor of Arts, Accounting.
Yushu Chen, Bachelor of Arts, Communications.
Amy Sue, Bachelor of Arts, Finance.
Judy Tran, Bachelor of Science, Biological Science.
Randy Thach, Bachelor of Science, Biological Science.
Andy Kwong, Bachelor of Science, Biology.
Tiffany Liu, Bachelor of Science, Biology.
Meher Masood, Bachelor of Arts, Business Administration.
Hina Mansour, Bachelor of Arts, Business Administration, Finance.
Kevin Reyes, Bachelor of Science, Biological Science.
Hebet Matin, Bachelor of Science, Biological Science.
Kenny Wynn, Bachelor of Science, Health Science.
Calvin Lee, Bachelor of Arts, Sociology.
Selena Saludas, Bachelor of Arts, Communicative Disorders.
Vanessa Francisco, Bachelor of Science, Biological Science.
Nancy Lai, Bachelor of Arts, Communication, Public Relations.
Darren Vo, Bachelor of Arts, Accounting.
Jared Pardianos, Bachelor of Science, Kinesiology.
Jerry Vong, Bachelor of Arts, Business Administration.
Lily Wong, Bachelor of Arts, Business Administration.
Vivian Tsai, Bachelor of Arts, Business Administration.
Kevin Ngo, Bachelor of Arts, Business Administration.
Vivian Wu, Bachelor of Arts, Business Administration.
Sandy Jung, Bachelor of Arts, Business Administration.
Claire Kim, Bachelor of Arts, Business Administration.
Cindy Quach, Bachelor of Arts, Psychology.
Nancy Nguyen, Bachelor of Arts, Business Administration.
Xiaopan Shui, Master of Science, Higher Education.
Jennifer Rose Regaldo Rodil, Bachelor of Science, Higher Education.
Victor Joseph Atalano, Master of Science, Higher Education.
Jessica Perilla, Bachelor of Science, Health Science.
Vivian Nguyen, Master of Science, Instructional Design and Technology.
Esther Kim, Bachelor of Arts, Communications.
Kimberly Okamoto, Bachelor of Arts, Business Administration and International Business.
Philip Tenwang Prasert, Bachelor of Science, Computer Science.
Billy Jiang, Bachelor of Science, Computer Science.
Brandon Asunsen, Bachelor of Science, Computer Science.
Keen Gonzalez, Bachelor of Arts, Business Administration.
Kylie Mitsushima, Bachelor of Science, Kinesiology.
Catherine C., Bachelor of Science, Kinesiology.
Rachaya Amy Riprasert, Bachelor of Science, Kinesiology.
Marcy Vu, Bachelor of Science, Health Science.
Sheremiah Alba, Bachelor of Science, Health Science.
Leslie Pergado, Bachelor of Arts, Psychology.
Charles Darren Dannon, Bachelor of Science, Kinesiology.
Anna Wong, Bachelor of Science, Kinesiology, minor in Psychology.
Jessica Wei, Bachelor of Arts, General Studio Art.
Tiffany Nguyen, Bachelor of Science, Health Science.
Jacqueline Pham, Bachelor of Science, Health Science.
Tiffany Liu, Bachelor of Arts, International Business, Bachelor of Arts, Business Administration and Management.
Elsa Du, Bachelor of Science, Health Science.
Wilson Du, Bachelor of Science, Health Sciences.
Yuki Yoshida, Master of Science, Counseling.
Christina Boutanand, Master of Science, Counseling with an emphasis in marriage and family therapy.
Chad Ngo, Master of Public Health, Health Promotion and Disease Prevention. And Esther Minju Lee, Master of Public Health, Health Promotion and Disease Prevention.
Roxy Santiago, Bachelor of Science in Nursing.
Fendi Anselmo, Bachelor of Science, Nursing.
Rayla Lisa Ventura, Bachelor of Arts, Psychology.
Sherry Simpson, Bachelor of Arts, Psychology.
Christine Doe, Bachelor of Arts, Psychology.
Kim Wynn, Bachelor of Arts, Psychology.
Alexandria Chacon, Bachelor of Arts, Business Administration.
Kathleen Bowie, Bachelor of Science, Kinesiology.
Casey Seiko, Bachelor of Arts, Sociology.
Stephen Tran, Bachelor of Arts, Business Administration.
Ngoc Fong Nguyen, Bachelor of Arts, Business Administration.
Lena Nguyen, Bachelor of Arts, Business Administration.
Rachel Nguyen, Bachelor of Arts, Business Administration, Entertainment Tourism Management.
Myra Ahmed, Bachelor of Science, Computer Science, Bachelor of Arts, Graphic Design.
Timmy Liang, Bachelor of Arts, Business Administration, Accounting.
Gina Bridges, Master of Science, Educational Technology.
Susie Yan, Master of Science, Educational Technology.
Sarah French, Bachelor of Science, Child and Adolescent Development.
Ampafon Lua Kamdan, Bachelor of Arts, Business Administration, concentration in Finance.
Chelsea Almendra, Bachelor of Science, Health Science.
Sunil Nagaraj Gowda, Master of Electrical Engineering.
Tilak Shanoy, Master of Science, Computer Science.
Murali Dar, Master of Science, Computers.
Tai Ngo, Bachelor of Arts, Finance.
Andrew Dang, Bachelor of Arts, Anthropology.
Precious Manu, Bachelor of Arts, Entertainment and Tourism.
Herlane Asistio, Bachelor of Science in Health Science.
Valerie Dang, Bachelor of Arts, Business Administration, Business Analytics.
Okay, let's congratulate our 2017 graduates. Congratulations.
Congratulations to all of the graduates recognized here today, and we look forward to seeing you at commencement in 2 weeks. At this time, I would like to acknowledge and thank the many sponsors whom, without their support, this celebration simply would not be possible. The Asian American and Pacific Islander Faculty and Staff Association, the Division of Student Affairs, the Asian American Studies Program, the Asian Pacific American Resource Center, Diversity Initiatives and Resource Centers. All were sponsors. Thank you all. We'd also like to thank our platform party, our name readers, Dr. Sora Park, Tanjasiri, and Emily Nyong, for participating in the celebration, and to all of our volunteers for helping this program run so smoothly. Thank you so much to our faculty, staff, and administrators for being here to support our students. A thanks to all of you for being here, and to, of course, our graduates of the class of 2017. And finally, a special thank you to this year's planning committee for the hard work that resulted in this wonderful celebration we are now enjoying. Following the recessional of the platform party and the graduates, we invite all guests to enjoy refreshments in the courtyard. Our volunteers will lead you to this location. Family members, loved ones, friends, and guests, we ask that you please wait inside this room until all the graduates have processed out of the pavilions. You can meet your loved ones in the courtyard, which will be through the building and into, of course, the open space of the courtyard. The pavilions and the atrium are closed after this ceremony. Sorry, folks, but we got multiple things going on. They got to actually clean up. Please take pictures at the reception in the TSU courtyard in respect for the staff that actually has to get things ready for, I think the next one might be as early as 6. Once again, please join me in congratulating all of our wonderful students. This concludes the 15th Annual Asian Pacific Islander Desi American Recognition Celebration. Please rise for the recessional. All right.